The mysterious death of Gene Hackman and his wife and dog found dead in their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
At 62, Gene Hackman's daughter is finally breaking her silence, just days after the legendary actor's passing. For years, the Hackman family has kept their personal life largely out of the spotlight. But now, in the wake of her father's death, she's stepping forward to confirm the rumors that have been circulating.
The Oscar-winning actor's daughter, Elizabeth Jean Hackman, is sharing how she believes her father may have died.
What really happened behind closed doors? Join us as we explore her emotional revelation and uncover the truth behind the life and legacy of one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Gene Hackman and wife found dead in Santa Fe home. On February 26, 2025, a somber discovery was made at the Santa Fe, New Mexico, home of actor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. The couple, along with one of their 3 beloved dogs, were found deceased in their residence. Hackman, at the age of 95, had lived a long and distinguished life. The tragic discovery was made by a maintenance worker who, upon arriving at the home, was shocked to find the bodies and immediately contacted emergency services. Deputies from the Santa Fe Sheriff's Office soon arrived at the scene. The worker reported that they had last been in communication with the couple about 2 weeks before the grim discovery, raising questions about how long they had been deceased. Upon their arrival, the deputies found Hackman's body in the mudroom of the house in an advanced state of decomposition. Arakawa's body was discovered in a similar condition in a bathroom. Nearby, prescription medications were scattered around, including those for high blood pressure and thyroid conditions, adding a layer of complexity to the situation. Among the tragedy was the sad fate of one of their dogs, a German Shepherd who was found lifeless in a closet near Arakawa. However, their 2 other dogs were discovered alive on the property, adding some hope amidst the tragedy. The sheriff's deputies on the scene noted that Hackman appeared to have suddenly fallen, with similar signs suggesting that Arakawa may have met a similar fate. It was noted that both may have passed several days before being discovered, potentially up to 2 weeks prior. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department quickly addressed the situation, stating on February 27th that no clear signs of foul play were found. However, the exact cause and time of death remained unclear at that time. Fire department officials inspected the property but found no evidence of a carbon monoxide leak, ruling that out as a potential cause. The sheriff's office launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the deaths, leaving many questions still to be answered. Initial autopsy reports did not reveal any signs of external trauma to either Hackman or Arakawa, but it was clear by the time their bodies were discovered that natural mummification had already begun to take place. Further testing and investigation revealed no evidence of carbon monoxide poisoning, and on February 28th it was confirmed that both individuals tested negative for it. An intriguing detail came from the data retrieved from Hackman's pacemaker, which suggested that the actor likely passed away on February 17th, nearly 2 weeks before his body was found. This revelation left investigators with more questions as they pieced together the details of this mysterious and tragic event. What does his daughter have to say about the cause of his mysterious death? Let's find out. Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's sudden passing. Family suspects carbon monoxide poisoning. Elizabeth Jean Hackman, the middle child of iconic actor Gene Hackman and his former wife, Faye Maltese, has broken the silence surrounding the tragic deaths of her father and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. The couple was found dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico, home on Wednesday, February 26th, sparking both grief and speculation within the family. Elizabeth, 62, shared her family's suspicions about what might have led to their untimely deaths during an exclusive interview with TMZ. Although the official investigation is still ongoing to determine the cause of death, Elizabeth and her siblings believe that carbon monoxide poisoning may be responsible. The police had responded to a welfare check requested by the couple's neighbors, only to discover that Gene Hackman, 95, Arakawa, and one of their 3 dogs had all passed away at least a day earlier. The neighbor's decision to call for a welfare check remains unclear, and it's not known what prompted the concern that led to the request. As of now, there are no signs of foul play, according to law enforcement. Sheriff Adan Mendoza, while confirming that there is no immediate evidence of a crime, has not completely ruled anything out as the investigation continues. Elizabeth refrained from providing specific details about her father's health, though it is known that in his last public appearance nearly a year ago, Gene Hackman was seen using a cane for mobility. In addition to Elizabeth, Gene Hackman is survived by his eldest son, Christopher, and his younger daughter, Leslie. He and Betsy Arakawa did not have any children together. As the family is still processing their loss and handling the necessary arrangements, plans for a memorial service have yet to be finalized. In a heartfelt statement to Parade, Elizabeth, Leslie, and granddaughter Annie paid tribute to their beloved father and grandfather, saying, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our father, Gene Hackman, and his wife, Betsy. He was loved and admired by millions around the world for his brilliant acting career, but to us he was always just Dad and Grandpa. We will miss him sorely and are devastated by the loss." Their words reflect the deep personal sorrow felt by the family. Despite Gene's widespread fame and enduring legacy in Hollywood, as the family navigates this painful time, the investigation into the cause of their deaths continues. The Hackman family is holding on to hope for clarity while they prepare for the necessary steps to honor their loved ones. With Gene Hackman's legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest actors, his loss is not only felt deeply by his family, but also by the countless fans around the world who admired him throughout his illustrious career. The uncertainty surrounding his passing adds to the family's grief, but their focus remains on supporting each other and finding peace during this difficult time. Elizabeth, one of the daughter of the late icon, is a woman who lives a private life beyond the spotlight. Let's delve into the details of who Elizabeth is. Elizabeth Jean Hackman, a private life beyond the spotlight. Elizabeth Jean Hackman, born in August 1962, is the daughter of the legendary actor Gene Hackman and his first wife, Faye Maltese. According to the New York Post, Elizabeth is the middle child in a family of 3 with an older brother, Christopher Allen, and a younger sister, Leslie. Gene Hackman and Faye Maltese's marriage was an important chapter in both their lives, although it ended in divorce years before Faye's passing in 2017, as reported by The Independent. Despite her father's fame, Elizabeth has maintained a remarkably private life, avoiding the public eye. However, like many children of celebrities, she did make occasional appearances alongside her father at various events during her younger years. One such occasion was the 1978 screening of the iconic film Superman, where Elizabeth was seen with her father as he starred in the beloved role of Lex Luthor. Another notable appearance was at the 1996 premiere of The Chamber, a film in which Gene Hackman featured. These glimpses into her life were rare, and since then Elizabeth has stayed out of the limelight. Elizabeth's personal life remains largely unknown to the public, much like her siblings. All 3 of Gene Hackman's children, including Elizabeth, have chosen to lead low-profile lives, far from the glare of media attention. They prefer to keep their private affairs away from the public eye, making few, if any, public statements or appearances. This decision has contributed to the mystery surrounding them, with limited information available about their relationships, personal endeavors, or activities. It's unclear whether Elizabeth, her brother Christopher, or her sister Leslie are married, or whether they engage in social media platforms like many people in today's digital age. Gene Hackman, known for his iconic roles in films such as The French Connection and Unforgiven, has also managed to maintain his privacy despite his global fame. After his marriage to Faye Maltese ended, he found love again with his second wife, Betsy Arakawa. The couple tied the knot in 1991 and has been together for over 30 years, living a quiet life away from the hustle of Hollywood. Hackman, who died in his 90s, had long retired from acting, choosing to spend his time with Arakawa and live a peaceful private life. In a world where celebrity offspring often seek attention in the public eye, the Hackman children, including Elizabeth, have chosen to take a different path, one that values privacy and discretion over fame. Their decision to stay out of the spotlight speaks to their desire for a life free from media intrusion, much like their father's own choice to retreat from the limelight after his illustrious career. Though Gene Hackman's career may have earned him a place in Hollywood history, his children, including Elizabeth, have made their mark in their own quiet, unassuming way, living proof that not everyone is destined for fame, no matter their parents' legacy. Let's take a look into the Gene's journey into stardom. Gene Hackman, the reluctant star who conquered Hollywood. Gene Hackman's journey to Hollywood stardom was anything but conventional. In 1956, he took a leap of faith and began pursuing acting, enrolling at the Pasadena Playhouse in California. There, he met another aspiring actor, Dustin Hoffman. Both were seen as outsiders by their classmates and were even voted least likely to succeed. Hackman received the lowest score the school had ever given, an embarrassment that could have crushed anyone's dreams. But instead of quitting, he used it as fuel to prove everyone wrong. Determined, Hackman packed his bags and moved to New York City, where he struggled to make ends meet while chasing his dreams. He formed close bonds with fellow actors Dustin Hoffman and Robert Duvall, with whom he shared small apartments as they all worked to break into the industry. His breakthrough finally came in 1970 with I Never Sang for My Father, which earned him an Academy Award nomination. But it was the French Connection in 1971 that changed his life forever. Playing tough New York detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle, Hackman won the Academy Award for Best Actor, cementing his place among Hollywood's finest. From then on, Hackman was unstoppable. In the early 70s, he starred in hit films like The Poseidon Adventure, Scarecrow, which won the prestigious Palme d'Or at Cannes, and Francis Ford Coppola's The Conversation. He even showcased his comedic talent in Young Frankenstein in 1974, proving he wasn't just an intense dramatic actor, but had a flair for humor as well. By the mid-'80s, he had become one of Hollywood's busiest actors, starring in films like Hoosiers in 1986, which remains one of the greatest sports movies ever made. Hackman's career didn't slow down in the 2000s. He worked with some of the biggest stars of the time: Morgan Freeman in Under Suspicion, Keanu Reeves in The Replacements, and Owen Wilson in Behind Enemy Lines. But one of his most celebrated performances came in The Royal Tenenbaums in 2001, where he played the eccentric patriarch of a dysfunctional family. His performance earned him a Golden Globe for Best Actor, proving once again that he could dominate any role. By 2004, Hackman decided to step away from acting. His final film, Welcome to Mooseport, was a light-hearted comedy, far removed from the intensity of his earlier work. Though fans hoped he would return to the screen, Hackman confirmed in a 2008 interview that he was officially retired. Health concerns played a significant role in his decision, as doctors warned him about the strain acting was putting on his heart. Despite leaving Hollywood behind, Hackman remained active in other ways. He turned to writing and published several novels. He also briefly returned to narrate 2 Marine Corps documentaries in 2016 and 2017. A true Hollywood legend, Gene Hackman built a career on resilience, raw talent, and an unshakable determination to prove the doubters wrong. From a struggling actor voted least likely to succeed to one of the most respected performers of all time, his legacy is one of perseverance, excellence, and unforgettable performances. From his experiences, one can say his early life might have prepared him for stardom. Navigating through the ups and downs of life, he was able to successfully carve out a place for himself. Let's dig into the details of his early life. The early life and journey of Gene Hackman, from military service to Hollywood stardom. Eugene Allen Hackman, better known as Gene Hackman, was born on January 30th, 1930, in San Bernardino, California, to Annalida Elizabeth, née Gray, and Eugene Ezra Hackman. His family, which included his brother Richard, was no stranger to change. His mother was originally from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, and the Hackman family moved frequently during Eugene's early years. Eventually, they settled in Danville, Illinois, where they lived in the home of his maternal grandmother, Beatrice, who was born in England. His father worked as the operator of a printing press at the local commercial news newspaper, but despite the stability of the job, family life was far from smooth. By the age of 10, Hackman knew he wanted to become an actor. However, his childhood was marred by turbulence. His parents' marriage ended in divorce when he was just 13 years old, and his father eventually left the family altogether. Despite these challenges, Hackman remained determined to pursue his dreams of acting. Hackman spent his sophomore year at Storm Lake High School, but his time there was cut short when he decided to leave home at the age of 16. Determined to serve his country, he lied about his age and enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, becoming a field radio operator. His service took him far from home, first to China, where he was stationed in Qingdao, and later Shanghai. However, his military service was not without change. When the communist revolutionaries took over mainland China in 1949, Hackman was reassigned to Hawaii and Japan. After serving for 4.5 years, he was discharged in 1951. With his military service behind him, Hackman moved to New York City to start fresh. He worked a variety of odd jobs while trying to find his footing in the big city. But his life would take another dramatic turn in 1962, when his mother tragically died in a fire she accidentally started while smoking. Despite these setbacks, Hackman never lost sight of his dreams. He decided to pursue a career in journalism and television production, using the benefits of the GI Bill to study at the University of Illinois. However, his time at university was short-lived, and he dropped out before completing his degree. Undeterred, Hackman made his way back to California, where his journey to Hollywood fame would eventually begin. Gene Hackman's life was marked by early hardships and a series of personal and professional transitions. Yet his determination and drive would lead him to become one of the most acclaimed and versatile actors in Hollywood, earning numerous accolades for his iconic performances in film. His story is one of resilience, passion, and the pursuit of dreams, despite life's many challenges. What was his private life like, especially with his family? Let's find out. Gene Hackman, a journey through marriage, family, and artistic serenity. Gene Hackman, the celebrated actor, has had a remarkable journey both on and off the screen, marked by 2 notable marriages that shaped his personal life in distinct ways. In 1956, Hackman tied the knot with Faye Maltese, marking the beginning of a 3-decade-long partnership. The couple's union brought them 3 children, a son named Christopher Allen and 2 daughters, Elizabeth Jean and Leslie Ann Hackman. While their family grew, Hackman's demanding career in film meant he was frequently away, filming on location for long periods. Despite the physical distance, Hackman remained an integral part of his children's lives, though his career in Hollywood often kept him away from home. Unfortunately, after nearly 30 years together, the couple's relationship came to an end in 1986 when they divorced. However, Hackman's personal life didn't stop there. In 1991, he remarried, this time to Betsy Arakawa, a talented classical pianist. Arakawa, who was born in 1959, was a significant presence in Hackman's life. Together, they created a home in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which became a sanctuary for the couple. Their property, nestled atop a 12-acre hill, offered an extraordinary view of the surrounding landscape. The view stretched 360 degrees, showcasing the majestic beauty of the Jemez, Sangre de Cristo, and Sandia mountain ranges. Their home, which was featured in Architectural Digest in 1990, blended classic Southwestern architectural styles, making it a true reflection of the couple's shared appreciation for beauty, culture, and the arts. The couple's life in Santa Fe was characterized by a deep connection to the local art scene. Hackman, a longtime lover of culture and the arts, continued to immerse himself in the Santa Fe community long after their move, attending various cultural events in the area. Their life together seemed to offer a peaceful and fulfilling balance. After Hackman's decades in the spotlight, Hackman's marriage to Arakoa lasted until her passing in 2025, and during their time together, they cultivated a life of shared passions and mutual respect. Despite his retirement from acting, Hackman remained involved in the vibrant cultural landscape of Santa Fe, regularly engaging with the artistic community that he and his wife had come to cherish. Gene Hackman's journey through marriage and family showcases a man who, despite the intensity of Hollywood fame, always sought to find a quiet, grounding balance in his personal life. From the challenges of raising children while frequently away on set to his later years, filled with art and serenity in New Mexico, Hackman's life is a testament to both personal and professional evolution. What do you think about Gene Hackman's daughter finally confirming the rumors? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.